like an all-time favorite song?
Not necessarily. No, not really. I mean, I have songs that I like, but
What are some of your favorite songs ever?
Born to Run by Bruce Springsteen's definitely up there.
I don't even think I know that song.
You probably don't. What else? Heat of the Moment by Asia is a good one too.
I do know that one.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if it's like all-time favorite, but it's one of those ones where like every time I hear it, I'm like, oh, hell yeah.
Gotcha. Fair enough.
What about you?
I'm kind of the same way. I feel like my favorite song changes with my mood practically,
Yeah, I would agree with that.
But I do have a few that are really high up there, Pseudologia Fantastica by Foster the People. There's a few Gorillaz songs, Hong Kong by the Gorillaz, and then the extended version of Désolé by the Gorillaz. There's a couple others I could name, but there's a third Gorillaz song that I really like. It's called Do Ya Thing.
Okay.
It's a pretty unknown Gorillaz song, but it's really freaking good. So this song was made, I don't remember how long ago it was. It was a collaboration between the Gorillaz, Andre 3000, and what's his name? Hang on a sec. James Murphy.
Okay.
And the song basically just existed to be used in Converse commercials for a bit. And the music video for the song features a lot of Converse high tops. So, there's a point on its record right there because I'm obviously a big old Converse boy.
Right.
But, the song isn't very easy to find these days. It's not really available on any of their normal channels. I think because of the deal with Converse or something, it's not shown as part of their discography on Spotify or iTunes or anything.
Okay.
So you can really only find it on YouTube. But there's two different versions of the song. There's a 4-minute version of the song, and there's a 13-minute version of the song.
That's considerably longer.
It's quite a bit longer, and the 13-minute song is probably one of my all-time favorite songs. It's really, really, really good. But I also could understand why people might not like it because it's a bit goofy.
Okay.
At about the 5-minute mark, the sound of the music changes pretty drastically.
Uh-huh.
And Andre 3000 starts singing for a very long time. The entire time it's just him. From what I know about the history of the song, everything beyond that point was recorded by Andre 3000 in one take.
Nice.
And it just absolutely sounds like he's having a complete mental breakdown.
Oh.
So I want to read you the lyrics from that point on in the song.
Okay.
Okay, so this is Andre 3000. I'll read the bridge before it just so we have a little bit of, I don't know, just it's the chorus, I guess. So every time we try, we get nowhere. Wouldn't it be nice if we were just normal people? Yeah. Trying so hard to act like we don't care. I don't care. But it's true you do. Nothing is left, so I guess I'm right. Flip the page, our days are revelations. Space is strange. Doctor, I've got no patience. Oh, it's all a part of the process. It's hard to read lyrics without thinking of the song.
Yeah, no, I gotcha.
Okay. Nothing's new. It's true. Cool. I admit. Shit. I guess you're right. And then this is where it gets interesting. I even mumble I'm the shit. Need mumble. I can mumble. I can mumble that I'm the shit. I'm the shit. I'm the shit. Yeah, I'm the shit. Ha, I'm the shit. I know it sounds good to you because it sounds excellent to me. I'm the shit. Yeah, I'm the shit. I do it because I'm convinced. I do it because I'm the shit. I'm never on the fence. I'm never on the fence. Yeah, I'm the shit. Yeah, I'm the shit. Yeah, I can even take keys on y'all. I can even make it 100 degrees on y'all. I'm the shit. Yeah, I'm the shit. I'm the shit. Mumble because I'm the shit. Yeah, I can mumble because I'm the shit. I can mumble. I don't have to say shit because I'm the shit. I don't have to say a goddamn thing because I'm the motherfucking shit. And you know it. I'm the shit. Say it with me. I'm the shit. Sometimes I feel like this shit. Sometimes I feel like this shit. Sometimes I feel like I'm shit. Sometimes I want to stand for something, then sometimes want to sit. I didn't really plan on cussing, but sometimes it just slipped. And I'm the shit. I'm the shit. Yeah, I'm the shit. I'm the shit. Yeah, I'm the shit. I know it sound good to you because it sound good to me. I'm the shit. Yeah, I'm the shit. I can even walk away from the mic because I'm the shit. I did it tonight. I'm the shit. Yeah, I do it right. I'm the shit. I don't even have to sing in key. Oh, it's all about me. I'm the shit. I'm crawling back to the mic. I'm the shit. I could do this all day. I'm the shit. I could do it anyway. I'm the shit. Yeah, I'm the shit. That's it. Yeah, I can say it. Now I can say it. Don't you see it? I don't even sweat. I'm the shit. I'm the shit. I said I'm the shit. It might sound good to you. It sound excellent to me. Fuck, I'm the shit. I'm the shit. This is my favorite line. I take a piss because I'm the shit. I can fart on it. I'm the shit. I get smart on it. I'm the shit. I get dumb on it. I'm the shit. I make her crumb on it. I'm the shit. The sum of it. I'm the shit. The sun love me. I'm the shit. The moon is jealous of me. The sun is jealous of me. The rain is jealous of me. Everything is jealous of me. I'm the shit. I'm the shit. I'm the shit. And then he just screams basically for like a solid couple seconds.
I can understand a little more how he was able to do that in one take. I feel like he just made half of that up as he went along.
100%. You can't have a piece of my pie. I'm the shit. I'm that guy. I'm the shit. I don't know why, but I'm the shit. Yeah, I'm the shit. Don't even have to scream. I don't even have to dream. I'm the shit. I make you cream because I'm the shit. Yeah, I'm the shit. When I stand up, everybody say I'm the shit. Asshole. That's how it ends.
Nice. Oh, that's good. Super goofy.
I super recommend after this podcast, go and listen to the full extended version of Do Your Thing. It is legitimately a really good song, but those lyrics are just fucking hilarious.
I like it. I'll probably listen to that on my way home, actually.
You'll have to let me know what you think. But yeah, I was listening to this today and I was like, God, more people need to know about this.
Yeah. Wow. So Mac, you're a big Halloween fan.
Sure am. I fucking love Halloween.
Yeah, and we're in the heart of spooky season right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, girl.
How do you? This is kind of like hotly debated. People take one side or the other. How do you feel about candy corn?
I'm not a fan, but I don't actively hate it.
Okay, so you're one of the few people that kind of rides the fence.
Yeah.
I feel like most people are definitely like love it or just want to like send it into orbit, never to be seen from again.
I don't think it's good, but I don't think it's bad. It's kind of just a nothing flavor. It's like eating wax.
Yeah, like sweet wax.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you that. I recently heard of a tasty little treat where you just do a 50-50 mix in a bowl of candy corn and dry roasted peanuts.
That does not sound good.
See, I'm a big fan of the sweet and salty, so I think that might be freaking delicious.
I don't think those textures would work together at all. You'd have like the candy corn kind of like crush and form around the peanut, then the peanut would crack underneath it, and that would just be weird.
I don't know. I feel like I got to try it. I've been hearing a lot about it.
I'm not going to have any of that. I never buy the candy corn, so nor do I buy dry roasted peanuts. So
yeah, I don't really either, to be honest. But I mean, I might have to go out of my way and buy both just to give it a shot.
Maybe. My parents came and visited over the weekend.
Oh, nice.
Because my parents wanted to spend some time with me before I move across the country from them.
Sure.
While they were over, we decided to get Chipotle for food.
Okay.
So we placed our orders online and my dad went and picked it up while my mom and I hung out here. My parents have this dog who has like, for some reason, and I'll say too, I don't know why he's like this, but he has like severe separation anxiety.
Okay.
And like, mind you, he's not like a retired race dog. He was never abandoned. He wasn't a stray. We've had him since he was a puppy.
Yeah.
He's been with us his entire life. There's no reason he should have a separation anxiety. But
yeah,
literally, like, you close the door and he can't see you and he just starts yelping and howling. And since I live in an apartment, I couldn't have that.
Right.
So we stayed here while John went and picked up the food. He comes back and we open up our food and, like, you know me, I'm a very picky eater.
Yeah.
But I want to read out. I want you to tell me if you think this is everything that I ordered on my Chipotle.
Okay.
I got a burrito bowl. It had rice, beans, and tomato salsa.
Okay.
That's it.
That's
it.
That was
all
it?
that was on it.
What? Well, I mean, first of all, it's missing meat. Like that. I mean, that's
the big one.
Yeah, that's the big one. I mean, because at first I thought you were going to keep going with ingredients.
Nope, that was it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
It was the most. It wasn't even like completely full. It was like half full. It was the most pathetic Chipotle burrito bowl you'd ever fucking see.
because I was sitting there thinking, I was like, I don't know if Mac likes beans. Maybe they gave him beans by mistake.
No, they just like cut out half of my bowl, and I wasn't alone. My parents like they have a new brisket bowl,
Yeah.
and both of my parents got the brisket bowl. I just went with steak. They didn't. Neither of their bowls had brisket in it.
What?
Nor did they have fajita veggies, which they'd ordered. I didn't have queso or steak.
So,
So they just like royally fucked up our orders.
wow.
And so, like, you know, I'm not the kind of guy who argues with this kind of thing. You know, generally speaking, if I get a fucked up order, I just eat it.
Yeah.
But even I would go back with this. That was not a meal.
No. They literally left off like half of your order.
Yeah. So John tells them our orders are fucked up. They say they'll fix it, and he can come back and pick it up. So he goes back, and I tell him on his way out, I tell him, make sure you check the orders while you're there, because like I'd like to believe this is a one-time thing, but at the same time, like that was a really big fuck up.
Yeah.
And so he comes home with 2 orders of Chipotle because because he checked the order when he got there, and sure enough, they fucked it up again.
Oh my God.
They didn't do it the same way, but they did it was better. It was closer to what it was supposed to be. But it was still missing a bunch of stuff. All of our orders were.
Oh my God.
And so they remade it a 3rd time, and on the 3rd time they finally got it right.
Oh.
So now I have 2 extra servings of Chipotle in my fridge to be reheated. One of them is actually edible. The other one I think I'll just get rid of, because like that's not enough food for the boy.
No.
I'm not just gonna eat salsa, beans, and rice. That's not enough.
Ugh. No. That
So that was our Chipotle experience.
yeah, that's not a good one.
No, it didn't go well.
Yeah, I mean, I know like restaurants are suffering like for help, but that's a really, really bad fuck up.
Why does no one have people hired right now? It's like everywhere is understaffed. We're understaffed where I work.
I don't know, man. So we've talked before how, you know, you handle all of like the technical side of the podcast.
Yeah.
And you know, I just screw around with social media. I know you don't look too much at like the number of plays or listens or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But we got some serious international love last week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I had been looking, and like week over week the numbers like doubled, which I was like, oh, that's
pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Mostly from Canada.
Okay. Scorpion's telling his friends.
Yeah, I think so, because we had previously had a bunch of listens in Ontario, but we also added Alberta and Quebec within the last week. So I thought that was pretty sweet. But then we went really international. We had at least a single listen in Seoul, South Korea.
Sick. What's going on, Korea?
Bosnia.
Okay.
And Sweden.
Sweden.
Yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool.
What's going on, y'all? Do you speak the language, or do you just like the sweet, sultry sound of my voice?
Yeah. So
do you think anybody listens to, like, maybe not us in particular, but just in general, do you think anybody listens to podcasts purely for the voice? They don't even understand what they're saying?
Maybe. I mean, you've talked about how Microwave likes to go to sleep listening to the sound of your voice.
Yeah.
Obviously, she understands you, but I don't know. Yeah, I can see that being a thing.
Sometimes you just need noise. You don't even need to hear what they're saying. You're not paying attention anyway. You just need noise.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure that's got to be a thing. Because, I mean, think about like international music. Like a lot of times, like in other countries, they'll listen to our music and not be able to understand any of it.
I don't think that's the same at all. I listen to a lot of foreign music.
Well, right, but like you don't understand it. You like the way it sounds.
Well, okay, yeah, I guess it's the same in that regard, but I wouldn't put them in the same camp.
It's not exactly the same, but if people do that, I'm sure someone just listens to someone talk.
Maybe. Maybe someone listens to podcasts, try to learn English, and they end up horribly crippled because no one who speaks English speaks it correctly.
Right. Although that probably would bode well if they were actually trying to use English in a practical sense.
You're probably right. But have you ever noticed like the people who don't speak English natively tend to like people who speak it really, they'll speak it really well and then they'll like apologize for their accent, and it's like, you don't have an accent, you speak better than I do.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. God, I'm looking at my notes and I have a note and I don't have any clue what I meant by this. I think it was probably like an autocorrect, and so
whatever that was is just lost.
Yeah, it just says Mario is back.
Was that related to the Mario movie?
I guess. Or like our conversation we had last week about like the voice actors for the new movie, but I don't know. For some reason I wrote down Mario is back. I'll leave it in there. Maybe it'll come back to me at some point. So I've got some beef. Not with you. You're my boy.
Never with me. I'm a good old boy.
But we've talked a lot about people being unaware of their surroundings, especially in like the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it had been a while since I've been to Costco.
I was waiting for you to finish your sentence so I could do that.
Fucking gross, dude. Costco is by far the worst. It's like no one in that store has ever been in any other store ever.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like no one's paying any kind of attention.
Just ramming their carts into shit, sitting in the middle of the dang aisleway.
Yeah, and then you combine it with those like XXL size shopping carts.
Yeah.
And it's just, God, I was in there on Saturday, and so that was like even worse because it was super busy, but ugh.
I would never go to a Costco on a Saturday.
Yeah.
That's basically hell.
Yeah, it wasn't ideal, but yeah.
I feel like a small family going into a Costco on a Saturday would lose a child.
Yeah, which they probably should.
I mean, I'm not going to tell them they should have kids because I don't want kids myself, but
you know.
God, every time I'm in one of those like big warehouse style stores, I just want to fucking climb up the racking, you know? Like a monkey. Just get up there.
Well, I mean, like we used to do at World Market.
Yeah, but we worked there, so it was okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that would be a little frowned upon. And plus, they go up like several more levels.
Oh, quite a bit higher than ours ever did.
Yeah.
But God, our boy Steve, our angry coworker Steve, one of the most ridiculous things I ever walked in on at World Market, and there were a lot of things I walked in on a World Market.
Other than Steve's ass crack hanging out.
Oh my God. We never talked about that.
His entire ass.
Oh my God. Steve, that's basically like the best way to describe it. Steve never had his pants pulled all the way up. It was always pulled so far down that you could see basically his entire ass.
Yeah. Like if they went like an inch lower, you'd be able to see like some sack or something. God, I have never seen that much of someone's ass.
I feel like I'm intimately familiar with Steve's ass, and I shouldn't be.
Yeah. And I mean, like, okay, fine. If it's like a one-time thing or like it randomly would happen, all right, whatever.
This was all the time.
This was like every day.
If he crouched down, it was ass o'clock. It was like, I thought we were having a Mario Brothers movie right there, you know?
Right.
Got some plumber's ass sitting out.
Yeah. Oh, God.
But anyway, one of the most ridiculous things I ever walked in on, in our store, we had, you know, all this racking in the stock room that went pretty high up to the ceiling, and we would, you know, keep stuff on it, mostly furniture. One of the dumbest things we ever did that I never fully understood, and eventually was stopped doing, and then the company told us to start doing it again. And I was like, why are you enforcing this? This is a terrible idea. But we would keep like 80-pound living room chairs like up on the very fucking top where they were impossible to pull off.
Yeah.
And like I'll reiterate from a previous episode, like the living chair boxes were basically a box the shape of a chair without legs. It was just like an L-shaped box.
Yeah.
There is no good way to carry an L-shaped box. They're so fucking awkward.
No.
So to have to pull it down from this racking that is 12 feet in the air on a ladder that you don't have a ton of space to maneuver on, it's a nightmare. Like, I'm surprised I never got killed doing that.
Yeah, and like it was fine once they were up there because we'd have them together like Tetris.
Right, yeah.
But then when you take them down, like one part of it's like top heavy or bottom heavy, depending on which way it was configured. But trying to carry those down a ladder, like...
You'd basically like you have to just disable one of your arms by like having like the crux of the L be where your arm is, and you like lift it with your shoulder.
Yeah.
You don't really want to do that on a ladder because not only are you fucking up your center of gravity, but you really should have both hands on the ladder if you can.
Yeah.
But anyway, one time I walked into the stockroom and Steve was standing on top of a rolling cart.
Oh my God, yes.
Pulling one of those chairs down. It was a fucking silver cart with like a flat top that just had wheels and could have fucking rolled away at any time.
Yep.
And he was just standing on top of it. No one else was helping him.
No.
Pulling one of those chairs down. And so I ran up to it and I grabbed the base of it so it wouldn't move. And I was like, Steve, what the fuck are you doing?
I remember that.
Because I think you and Carissa walked in too and like had to come help out. God,
that dude.
Even if that guy like wasn't in his 60s, that would be unsafe for him to be doing.
Yeah, that's unsafe for anyone to be doing.
But like, especially at that age, like he could have easily died doing that.
Yeah. Oh God. Could you imagine if he would have fallen and just been like laying there like face down with his entire ass sticking up in the air,
completely dead? God, what if he like shit himself when he died? Where would it just like roll out onto the ground?
Yeah, there's nothing to keep it in. Oh God,
nothing funnier than dead people shitting. Am I right?
Oh,
dead people shitting incoming.
Speaking of shitting, I've talked before about how, like when I know Lily's about to have like projectile diarrhea and she starts power walking. Well, I got home yesterday from work and, it was time for her to go out. So I take her out and I kind of thought there might be some projectile that's going to happen because the previous day, it started out solid and then started getting a little soupy toward the end. So usually that's an indicator that the next time is just going to be like full on like poop explosion everywhere. So I take her outside and she's like taking her time and I'm like, what the fuck? Like I'm just like expecting her to like need to go.
Sure.
Out of nowhere, I look. This is gross. It's going to get a little graphic, but we like that. She like doesn't start like squatting and it just starts like leaking out of the back of her.
Jesus Christ.
And then she squats and there's like a little more liquid. And then she just like projectile launched a solid piece. At least 3 feet.
That's so gross.
It was so gross. And then it was followed by more liquid and another projectile solid.
Oh my God.
And of course she wouldn't go this morning when I tried to take her out. So I'm not going to be at all surprised if I go home and she's shit all over her crate. So
fantastic.
Yeah, so that's great. We'll see what happens with that.
Did I tell you that Luna got a UTI?
No.
It's all resolved now, but a couple or last week or two, I don't know. Luna was acting really weird, and then like out of nowhere, she like sat down next to my couch and tried to pee on the floor, which she never does.
Okay.
So I like I saw her and I moved her out of the way. I was like, don't do that. You're not supposed to do that. And I looked and it was red. There was like blood in her urine.
Oh.
So I immediately took her to an emergency vet. I was like, I ain't fucking around with this shit.
Yeah.
It took 2 hours for her to check her. It was almost like an hour and a half of me just waiting there. But everybody loved her there because she's, a very sweet cat.
Yeah.
But it turned out she had a UTI. And so they gave me antibiotics and they gave me pain medicine to give her. And the pain medicine was supposed to stop her from trying to pee on the floor, while the antibiotics were obviously for the UTI.
Yeah.
And so they were both like oral medicine syringes, which is pretty normal. And that's how I found out Luna's a little bitch about oral medicine.
Okay.
It was an absolute fucking nightmare for like 4 days having to give her this medicine.
Oh,
I had to, at first I didn't really know how to handle it. So I just kind of tried to like corner her and like force her mouth open and stick it in. And, in any other context, that sounds horrible, but
right.
Eventually what I ended up having to do just to like have any chance at this is I would have to go into my bathroom and close the door so she couldn't escape. Kind of like when I cut her claws.
Yeah.
And I would have to like sit cross-legged on the floor, grab her, put her down with her back into my stomach, like lift my knees up to like close her in.
Yep.
Then I'd have to grab her by the jaw and like force her head into like between my shoulder and my chest.
Okay.
It couldn't go side to side at all.
Yeah.
And then like force her mouth open and just like shoot it in as quick as I could.
Yeah.
And oh my God, she would start drooling like nobody's business to try to get it out. It would just like,
oh my God.
She would have like long strands of drool just sticking out of her mouth. And like, it wasn't just the one either because of the pain medicine. I had to give her 2 every day or every like morning and night.
Oh, geez.
So it fucking sucked. And she was a real fucking nightmare about it, but she's all good now.
Okay. You only had to do that for 4 days, you said?
Yeah, it wasn't that long.
Okay. That's not bad.
It was like, I was worried. I was going to need more antibiotics because like there was more than one that I straight up missed. Like I thought I got it in her mouth and she moved and it like shot onto her face. And that again, in any other context doesn't sound great. But.
Right. Right.
And one time, like I had her like on the floor and like I had her like between my knees and I was like holding her neck down and like trying to like pry her jaw open. And so like I got it open and I shot it in and I shot it too fast and it like bounced back out and just sprayed onto the floor.
Oh God. It's like if you sprayed like a squirt gun against the wall.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It sucked. And so towards the end, I just like looked up how to give a fussy cat, oral medicine. And what I ended up doing was taking a towel and I would kneel her down between my knees and I would wrap the towel around her neck so she couldn't like claw at me. Mm-hmm. And then like I would pry open her head, like pry open her jaw like that, and she wouldn't be able to move that well and she wouldn't be able to try to attack me. So it worked much better and I was able to like push the medicine in slowly so she actually got it.
Yeah.
And luckily she seems to have gotten enough of the antibiotics to be all good. But I really thought I was going to need another dose because like there was at least 3 that missed somehow.
Oh gosh. Yeah, giving animals medication is horrible.
It sucks. Why can't they just understand that I have their best interest at heart?
I don't know. Like,
have I ever tried to poison you, Luna? Why would I suddenly try now?
Right. We just want to help you. Oh God. One time I had to give Lily eye drops and that doesn't sound great at all. No, she's got those tiny little slits for eyes to begin with. That wasn't good.
I can't imagine it was.
No. Just understand. All I'm trying to do is help you.
Yeah.
Oh man. Now you previously worked at McDonald's.
Very briefly, yeah.
When you worked there, was the McRib ever an item?
I don't remember. I don't think so. I wasn't there long. I was only there 4 months, and it's like a limited time thing most of the time.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't think I worked there while it was.
Okay. Have you ever had a McRib?
I have not.
Oh, okay. I find it to be pretty tasty, and I saw that they're coming back November 1st, but they haven't released like what areas are going to have them. So
My favorite limited item is the Shamrock Shake.
I'm glad you just said that. One, I enjoy the Shamrock Shake, but I figured I'd bring back Ask Mack 5 questions.
Okay.
And my first question is, it was going to be a segue from the McRib, but what fast food item would you like to bring back permanently?
See, I don't know if I would do the Shamrock Shake.
Okay.
Because I feel like the limitedness of it is what makes it so special.
Well, and I mean, that's the reason why they do shit like that.
It's like, it's that time of year. It's March, baby. Let's get those Shamrock Shakes.
Right. Okay. Do you have one that you'd like to permanently bring back?
See, I can't think of like anything besides like a quesarito, and that's not really gone. That's just online only.
Yeah. I know people lost their shit over like the Mexican pizza, but
I never had it.
Neither did I. So, the one I would bring back is Taco Bell had a grilled chicken Caesar burrito that was really freaking good. It was like quality, like romaine lettuce and chicken and red strips and Caesar dressing wrapped up in a burrito and grilled. And that was pretty good.
Before they give it to you, they flip it over and stab it in the back with a knife.
They do. Yeah. Yeah.
That really adds a lot of flavor.
It does. The stab.
Yeah.
They actually stab it with a spork.
Fuck sporks. Can we talk about that? I fucking hate sporks.
Yes.
Sporks suck so much. Sporks can suck my dick.
They're not really good as either a spoon or a fork.
No, because as a spoon, you have these little prongs that are stabbing you in the tongue. And as a fork, you can't really get anything that far onto them.
Right.
God, I fucking hate sporks. They're terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree. They're really not great. I do have something at home called a Nork. That's like it's a knife and a fork.
See, but I can see that working because you could just make one of the edges into a blade and that wouldn't impact the accessibility of the fork at all.
Right. It works great as a fork. The only problem is it's not great as a knife.
It wouldn't be really long enough, I feel like, to have like decent what's the word? Like, you know,
cutability.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, that's a word. The real problem is they couldn't make it too sharp because you're putting the fork into your mouth. So
that makes sense.
Yeah. So it kind of works, but it's better than a spork as long as you've got like a semi-soft food.
Fuck sporks, man. I want to find every plastic spork on the world, melt it down, and turn them all into plastic dildos.
Right. Well, and the sporks from Taco Bell, they're black.
Yeah, and so it works.
Right.
Works perfectly. Just make a bunch of giant black dildos. They have way more utility than a spork.
Absolutely. Would you rather have to spend a day wearing a wet sweater or wet socks inside of your shoes?
Wet socks inside of my shoes. I'm actually pretty used to that because in my Camp Berry days, the swamp would keep my shoes pretty wet most of the time.
Right on. I got you. As someone who hates wet socks and loves a good pair of dry socks,
I don't think anybody likes it, but I don't want to wear a damp sweater all day.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think I would go with the wet socks.
Oh, you would? Okay.
Yeah, because I mean there have been a lot of days where I've like stepped in a puddle or whatever, and
you get used to it pretty quick.
Yeah, eventually you get used to it. If you're at home with a pair of wet socks and had to keep them on, that'd be pretty bad.
Yeah.
But the wet sweater, I feel like you just wouldn't get used to that.
No.
Right on. What else we got here? I like that one. I'm going to save that one for the end. Now, not saying this is your favorite type of cookie, but if we exclude chocolate chip, because that's a boring answer, what's your favorite type of cookie?
Snickerdoodle.
Mine too.
Really?
Yeah, and I feel like that's a really underrated cookie.
They're really fucking good.
They are. It's like Cinnamon Toast Crunch in a cookie.
Yeah, that's a great way of putting it.
And they're usually pretty soft.
Yes. Yeah, we talked
Hell
about
yeah.
our obsession.
Fucking pound that shit, bro.
Absolutely. That's absolutely a big draw of it. If you gave me a crispy snickerdoodle, I don't think I would like it that much.
No.
It wouldn't work as well. Like, it needs to be soft.
No. God, hell yeah. I'm so happy that we were like spot on with that. Okay, if you could bring back one TV show, what would you want to bring back?
Oh, fuck. That's a really hard question because I feel like all the shows I like most ended for a reason.
Right.
I don't think I can think of any shows that like got canceled that I would bring back. Okay. I'll go with Futurama. Futurama had a pretty good like ending, solid ending.
Okay.
But you could still bring it back. And Futurama was just really fucking solid. So
that's not my answer, but I really like Futurama.
Futurama's great.
That's a great fucking show. I was going to say Seinfeld.
Okay. I mean, I can see why you'd say that.
That's another one that works because there's no like real continuing plot. So you could just bring it back for whatever. And they would always have some sort of like, it's been off for so long. There's so many new like pop culture things that they could like work into it that would cause problems.
I like to imagine that they bring it back, but like you're saying, they do, reference all these new pop culture, maybe new technology, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's still like the young versions of all those actors.
Yeah. And they all dress the same and have the same hairstyles.
Yeah. They like genetically cloned them to act in a new season of Seinfeld.
Oh, that's fucking great.
And the rest of the time they just like keep them in cages and torture them, and it's just hell for them. But everybody else gets to be pretty happy about it.
Yeah. There's I don't know if it's like an Instagram or a Twitter account. I don't follow it, but I've seen it pop up here and there, but I think it's called like the Modern Seinfeld, and they just make posts of like different Seinfeld episodes if it were on today. And one of them would be like getting pissed looking at their phone, seeing like the 3 dots of like an incoming message and then like the person never sending it.
I can absolutely see that.
Yeah. And then I saved my favorite question for last. So in both of these scenarios, you would never have to work again.
Okay, great. Love it already.
Right? You can do whatever you want with your time. You've got unlimited food, unlimited money, unlimited resources, whatever you want. It's all for you. But it comes at a price.
Okay, sure, makes sense.
One, you either wet the bed every night.
Oh God.
Or 2, during all of your waking hours, Nickelback has to be playing.
I'd rather wet the bed every night.
I would too. And honestly, not just to shit on Nickelback, but like I would
because that'd be just like a quick deal with it in the morning and you're done kind of thing.
Yeah.
I feel like you could find a workaround too, like find some kind of like easy containment system.
Like some Depends.
Sure, you could do adult diapers too. Like,
yeah. But I would need some silence at some point. Like I couldn't just listen to anything constantly.
Well, even listening to music that I like over and over starts to get to me,
Right.
It's music that I don't like over and over.
Yeah. Yeah. I would also go with Wet the Bed. I like that we were pretty spot on with most of those answers today.
True that.
Nice. It's been a little while since we did that little gem of a topic, so
yeah. I'm excited to see. This isn't like really related at all to what you were talking about. It's just kind of a thought I had. I'm excited to see what kind of fast food is in Oregon that we're not going to have here.
Oh yeah, like I don't know if you're going to have them out there or if it's even anything to get excited about. But like Jack in the Box.
Yeah, well, yeah, I've heard people talk about it. I want to try it.
Yeah.
And like In-N-Out, that too.
Yeah. Is that exclusively California or does that go up the coast too?
I have no idea. I haven't looked it up. I want to like surprise myself. Like I could look up and say, what fast food's in Oregon? But I want to surprise myself,
Yeah.
I'm going to miss Steak and Shake, though. I'm pretty sure it's a Midwest thing.
Ouch. You're just going to have to you really just need to eat it every day until you leave.
I probably should. I probably should be getting it more than I have.
Yeah. Damn, you love yourself some Steak and Shake.
Yeah. It's going to be real hard to go without it. Cause like I mentioned on a previous episode, like that's my comfort food. That's what I eat when I'm having a real rough day.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to find a new comfort. Maybe Jack in the Box or In-N-Out is comfortable.
Maybe.
I doubt it though. It's fucking Steak and Shake, bro.
Yeah. Maybe I'll have to like pack a cooler filled with Steak and Shake and like overnight that shit to you.
Sounds good, bro.
Yeah. Or I mean, I guess your parents could do it too. I think it was like founded in Indianapolis or somewhere in Indiana.
You might. I have no idea, but you might be right.
Well, we can both surprise you with a cooler full of some steak burgers.
But secretly, they are made of human hearts the whole time.
I mean, who cares what they're made out of if they're delicious?
I'd still eat them.
Right? We've talked about eating people before.
Have you ever eaten heart before? Not necessarily human heart, but just heart.
Yes and no. Yes, I have, but I didn't. So apparently a lot of Coney chili contains beef heart.
I wouldn't count it if it's like minced or grinded up into something into like if you had a sausage with heart in it, I wouldn't count that.
Okay, then no. I've never just like had a heart sitting on a plate and just cut into it.
I haven't had that myself, but a friend of mine years and years ago, when I was in Boy Scouts, he was a much older guy than me. And I say much older, but I'm thinking like I was probably 12 and he was probably like 17.
Okay.
But on one of our campouts, he brought a jar of pickled deer heart.
Oh, the pickled part is grossing me out, but
no, dude, it was fucking delicious. It was pickled in like apple cider vinegar.
Okay.
And it was just, dude, it was so fucking good. Like heart meat is like nice and tough.
Yeah.
But like not in like an overcooked steak kind of way, just kind of like a tough meat. And like it absorbed the apple cider vinegar really well. So it's just, it was so fucking good.
Huh. Yeah, I would give it a try. I got tacos once from a taco place around here, and I got tongue.
I have not tried tongue yet myself.
That was good. It was like super tender.
I would assume so. These tongues are flexible little fuckers.
Yeah, but they get worked a lot.
Yeah, they do.
Hell yeah, bro. We forgot to bring something up when we were telling the story about the drinking fountain that was broken and would just continue running and making noise. I don't know how we skipped over this, but we totally forgot to talk about the toilet that would just moan.
I forgot that was a thing.
I thought about it listening to it and I was like, holy fuck. That was like probably around the same time too. It was the women's bathroom, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
The toilet in the women's bathroom at World Market this went on for quite a while.
It was a thing for a bit.
And it kept getting worse. But every time you'd flush it, it would just make this noise. It was like, oh.
It's a great impression of it.
And you could hear it like out in the fucking hallway.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
it was so fucking loud.
People would be like, what is that? And remember, like, the longer it went on, the worse it got.
Yeah, it kept getting louder.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's so fucking funny. I completely forgot about that, but that's hilarious.
I remember the first time I heard it, I'm pretty sure I was in the men's bathroom.
You started like moaning Myrtle from the other room.
Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck is happening in the women's bathroom?
Oh my God. Yeah, no, I remember that feeling. Like you just be sitting there and that sound would start to play and you'd be like, what the fuck? Oh, it's the toilet.
Oh, yeah. It's fine. Not a big deal. Oh
God, so many fucking weird shit happened in our old store.
I got a text from our boy Bradley earlier today. He found a note that our old boy Jeff wrote, and Jeff and I had this running joke about stock goblins.
Mm-hmm.
And at Christmas time during overnights, the stock goblins would, like after we left the store, they would put out stock for us.
Yeah,
But
that's how it works.
But they weren't really great at it because, they're little goblins. Sometimes they'd get into trouble.
Sure.
And we used to sell this like Christmas soda called like, probably gonna butcher the name, but it was like Jewel Moost or something like that. And we would joke around that they would help us out in stock, but they would shake up all of the bottles. And Bradley sent me a picture of like a note that he found tucked behind one of the registers, and I'll read it to you because it's pretty nice.
Very nice.
Very nice. Respect is nice. We stock goblins are a proud and noble race. In return for clemency, we pledge our undying stock assistance and to keep our hijinks to a minimum. Do ye accept?
That sounds like it was written by Jeff.
Yeah. I like it.
Good stuff.
Yeah, hell yeah. God, it's really got to be getting that time of year over there.
Yeah, I imagine they've already got it set up. We're in October now.
Yeah. Yeah, do you remember when we set it up before Halloween?
Well, yeah, like I think we set it up in September the year before I left.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that might be a thing.
I think it's already set up.
Man, I meant to bring this up earlier, and when you were telling your Luna UTI story, it reminded me of another UTI story.
Okay.
I think it would have been the last year you were at, well, our last Christmas, or maybe it might have been the Christmas before. But one of our employees emailed the store saying that she wasn't going to be able to come to work because she had a UTI.
I don't remember this at all.
And she was in a lot of pain.
That's like TMI.
It's way too much TMI. UTI equals TMI. But then fucking Tom,
Of course.
we were in the office together and he saw the email and he reads it and he's like, what's a UT? What's a UT?
Oh my God.
We're like, Tom, it's a UTI. He's like, oh, what? Why would she tell us about that? And I was like, yeah, I don't know.
Why would you divulge that much information? See, I don't remember this happening, but I feel like I know who it might have been.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna say her name because I think she still works there actually.
Okay, but
yeah, no, some of that, and she also called up and I answered the phone and she told me.
Did you say next time you can just say you're not feeling well? Like that's all right.
Yeah, like shitholes here call off all the time. Like it's fine. You're a good employee. We like you. Like we'll believe you if you say you're sick. And yeah. Ugh. Had a UT. Fucking Tom.
Oh, Tom. That Australian horn dog.
Yeah. I was gonna call him an Aussie fuck, but close enough. Either way.
I always have like this crippling fear that anytime I need to call off for any reason, people just aren't going to believe me.
Yeah.
Like I never call off without reason, like ever. I never call off just because I want like a day off.
Yeah.
But like, and also like I don't call off hardly ever. Like in the almost 2 years I've worked at my current job, I've called off 3 times.
Okay.
So like, I shouldn't have any fear that people think I'm lying because like I think I've got a pretty good track record that I don't just call off for no reason.
Yeah.
But it's like the littlest thing. Like I had to call off last year because my car's alternator needed to be replaced.
Yeah.
And they couldn't do it in time for me to like get my car back. And so I texted my boss and I was like, I can't come in tomorrow. My car is being worked on and I don't have a way to get to work tomorrow. And it was totally fine and he was cool with it. And like we figured out how to make sure all the orders got done and all that. But I was still like, he doesn't believe me. He doesn't fucking believe me. I'm gonna have to bring the receipt to work and show him.
Right. Yeah. I know. I always felt, well, I mean, I still do feel the same way. I don't call off. The only time I would even call off at World Market, and that was a job that I didn't take super seriously or even care about, but still, like, I always felt super guilty, even if I needed to call off.
Yeah.
The only time I would call off or like go home sick was like when Carissa would like make us. Did she ever do that for you? Like if you were like sick in the slightest, she'd be like, go home, get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, she did that at some point, I think.
And I would take her up on that because I just had like an ass load of sick time that I could never use. So
sure. That was the great thing about World Market, like especially towards the end of our employments there. They were always looking for us to cut hours. So if we didn't really have anything to do, we could just go home.
Yeah.
And like I always had enough vacation time that didn't really matter.
Yeah.
Where I work now, it's like, you know, I have a pretty defined set of tasks to do within my own job. And there's some days that like it doesn't take me that long to finish everything, but like I can't just go home because there's like stuff to do elsewhere. And it's like, well, but I did my thing. Can I just go home early just this one time? But that's a no.
Oh,
It's a hard no.
damn. That sucks.
Yeah, it's kind of lame. So instead I just waste a lot of time and do things really slowly because I don't want to do anything else.
Right on. I hear you. You got any new delicious sweets since the last time we've talked? I know you guys get like seasonal items. I was hoping maybe there's like a new cake or cookie or...
No, we got all the holiday pies in. Pecan, chocolate pecan, pumpkin, vegan pumpkin. That's it.
You didn't order too many, did you?
No, I did not.
Oh, whew. Oh, good. I was a little worried.
We switched to a new brand though, and I don't think people are going to like it because people really liked our old brand.
Oh.
Sometimes it's just like, why did you switch? People liked what we had, but I don't know. I don't know. I finished Bloodborne.
Okay.
It's another one of those very difficult video games that I talked about for a bit of not that long ago. You know, it's in the Dark Souls family.
Yep.
Really enjoyed Bloodborne. Really good game. It's much faster than Dark Souls. And it tends to be more reactive than Dark Souls. But I think, you know, for the most part, I didn't find it as difficult as Dark Souls. I was able to bust through pretty quickly. The real problem was like the bosses. Like I talked on my, the last time I brought up Dark Souls, I talked about how Dark Souls bosses are supposed to be really hard. And like Dark Souls 2 was really sad because I beat a bunch of the bosses like first try.
Yeah.
Bloodborne didn't have a ton of tough bosses either. There was a lot of bosses that I managed to beat either first try or like, you know, within a couple tries. And you can chalk that up at least a small bit to me just being pretty good at these games. You know, I've played 4 of them now. I've got like the basic skills to do it. You know,
yeah.
It's not like it's my first rodeo. I'm pretty used to figuring out how the bosses work, right?
Yeah.
So I'll give it a pass on that. But like, really, there weren't a lot of bosses that gave me too much trouble, and so I think maybe I wasn't the only one who had that because there was a DLC for the game, and all of the bosses in the DLC are way harder than anything in the base game.
Okay.
Especially the last boss, which is named Orphan of Kos. This boss took me 4 hours to beat.
Okay.
4 hours of just constantly fighting and dying to it.
Wow.
I don't know why. And like, I'll give I started to fight it in like one stream. Then I spent a full 3 hour stream fighting it. And then just earlier this week, I fought it again. And in the first half an hour of the stream, I finally beat it. And so when I beat him, all I had left to do to beat the game was beat one more boss, and then there was the final boss, and then there was the secret final boss that you only get by like doing a certain thing.
Okay.
The boss after him I beat first try. The final boss I beat in 2 tries. The secret final boss I beat in 2 tries. So it ended up being a really short stream. It was only an hour and a half.
Okay.
But like that just goes to show, like, for some reason this boss was just way harder. Like, it was the hardest part of the game by a long shot. I never got stuck on anything else like I got stuck on this boss.
Huh.
I don't know why it was such like an extreme difficulty spike right there. But this motherfucker just beat the shit out of me over and over.
Huh. Interesting.
But yeah, that's another check in the box. You know, that's 3 out of 6 of the current FromSoft games. Once Elden Ring comes out, that'll be 7. But 3 out of 6 beat now.
Nice.
Dark Souls 3 is next, but I'm putting a brief hiatus on the series while I move.
Okay.
I don't want to like, and I don't want to do like 2 streams of Dark Souls 3 and then have to put it on and then just not be able to stream it for like 3 weeks. But
yeah.
So instead, once I'm settled down in Oregon, that's when I'll start playing Dark Souls 3.
Right on. I gotcha.
Anyway, I thought I'd just bring that up because I mentioned, I said I might talk about my thoughts on all of them at the very, once I beat them. So
yeah, nice.
I figured I'd just give a little brief synopsis.
I like it. This is going to come across as kind of a weird topic. How do you feel about recycling?
You know, I think recycling is really great and really important.
I'm with you there.
I think that America makes it very difficult to recycle.
Yes.
You know, in a lot of European countries, in Japan, in Australia, like they have in most like public locations, they have a trash can and they have a recycling bin and they have a metal recycling bin and like there's like paper, metal, and plastic. Like they have 4 bins like everywhere.
Yeah.
We don't have that. We just have trash cans.
Yeah. Some places around here have that.
Yeah. And then like, you know, in apartment complexes, like there's a lot of like my last apartment complex didn't have any recycling whatsoever.
Yeah, my current place doesn't have any.
My place here has specific bins that are for recycling that I have to like walk like halfway across the complex to get to.
Ugh.
So I think, and you know, they're just mixed recycling too. They're not, you know, split up at all. I think you know, we should probably be doing a better job of making recycling an easier thing to do to incentivize people to do it.
I would agree. Absolutely. Did you get it?
No, I didn't get it.
Damn it. Part of me thinks that recycling is a little bit of a scam though.
It's kind of like a diminishing returns kind of thing. Like the amount of product that you can actually recycle compared to how much is like put in recycling is pretty low from what I understand.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of wasted resources when it comes to recycling. A lot of like, you know, the infrastructure to recycle is not utilized correctly or not necessarily not utilized correctly, but can't be utilized better because there's just not there's not as much recycling that can be done compared to what they tell us can be done.
Yeah. Well, and then like, I don't know, at least in terms of like cardboard recycling, like at World Market, we had a baler that would just bale up the cardboard into a giant cube. And then we would have to like pay a company to pick it up and take it away for us.
Yeah.
Like in a way, it's a little bit of a scam. Like we're paying you to operate your business and give you your raw materials.
Yeah, basically.
And I mean, the same thing kind of works for like, at least I think with most like city recycling programs, like you have to pay like a monthly fee for your like recycling for them to like pick it up and recycle it. And then they bitch about things not being sorted properly. Like we're giving you the materials to turn into plastic to turn around and sell to someone else.
That's true. I hadn't thought of it that way.
And you're making us pay to give it to you.
So you're paying to get the raw material and no, I mean like you're getting paid to get the raw material and you're getting paid to send out the processed material.
Right.
It's like a net gain from you on all fronts.
Right.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of it that way.
Yeah, it's almost like I guess this isn't a perfect comparison, but like think about it like working at the bakery. Think of like the companies that you get like your flour from, if they gave you money to take the flour off of their hands and then you then turn around and make delicious goods out of it. Like,
I'm confused. They sell flour.
well, they do. But they're giving you it would be the same thing. Like, it's the raw material you need.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, just from, I said it wasn't perfect, but yeah, like from the raw material aspect. Like, imagine any sort of business where you produce anything and someone is like giving you the raw product you need that you're going to then turn around and sell, and also giving you money for it.
Yeah. If I was getting paid for every pallet of flour I got, that would be very strange.
Yeah, right? It seems a little scamish. But yeah, I don't know. I think about that whenever I see a baler.
Baylor, I hardly know her.
Oh, remember those crazy baler motherfuckers that would come and pick them up and like do weird shit and like flip them on their side and upside down?
They had skills though. They knew what the fuck they were doing.
I know.
That guy was cool. Like the one who came most often.
Yeah, I liked him.
Like we weren't supposed to like let people who didn't work for us operate our forklifts. That was like a company policy.
Yeah.
But we fucking did.
Yeah.
He would come in expecting the key because he was just used to it. And like, I didn't fucking question. I was like, yeah, take it. Fuck it. I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah. And like, I was a pretty skilled forklift operator.
I'd say I was as well, you know? I knew what I was doing, but I couldn't do any of the shit they did.
No, he would want me to do some crazy ass shit.
He like asks you to like push some in further so you can make room for more.
And he's like, okay, back up the high low like 10 feet and then just ram the forks into this bale. And I was like, I don't know that I feel okay doing that.
I wonder if they have forklift competitions. Maybe that's why we're paying them, so they can pay for entrance into forklift competitions and he can show off his skills.
Maybe. They better start televising that shit.
I'd watch Forklift Olympics. Can you imagine like a game of soccer being done using forklifts?
Oh,
that'd be fucking awesome because they could use the forks to like kick the ball up into the air.
Hell yeah,
that'd be sick.
Oh my gosh. One time, God, this was years and years ago. I had an internship at this auto plant, and part of my job was like shipping and receiving, and I would end up having to spend a lot of time just like hanging out with the forklift operators, and they had a lot of downtime in between trucks. And the one guy told me a story about the one plant that they were at. They would play this game where they would see who could kill the largest rat with
what the fuck?
With the forklift. So there was this dumpster out back, and it had like a giant hole rusted in like the bottom side of it. And they would like pull the forklift over there and lift the forks up above the top of the hole and then move them side to side and like tap it on the side of the dumpster.
What the fuck?
To scare out the rat, and then quickly try and drop the forks down.
That's so fucked up though.
It is so fucked up. I honestly haven't thought about that until you mentioned like the Forklift Olympics.
Oh my God. Well, that can be on there.
Yeah.
Maybe we're making like robotic mice or something.
Yeah.
It's a little less cruel, but that's,
yeah, because that is pretty fucked.
It's kind of fucked up, but it's also kind of hilarious. I had mentioned this on the podcast, but I had a situation a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
I was driving to work, and you know, when I drive to work, it's 4:45 in the morning. It's super dark outside.
Yeah.
I was coming around a corner, and like all of a sudden, in my headlights, a skunk, and I did not have time to swerve away.
Okay.
I ran over a skunk, and I felt terrible because I'd never run over anything. I always like swerve to avoid it. You know, I'm not very empathetic towards animal life, and I felt fucking awful. Like I immediately had this like my heart dropped, and I audibly was like, oh. That skunk wasn't bothering anybody. He was just chilling.
Yeah.
I know we don't like skunks because they're stinky, but that's just their defense mechanism. Like skunks are pretty cute otherwise.
They're just trying to protect themselves.
Yeah, I felt awful about it. But even worse than that, for the next several days, my car smelled like fucking skunk.
Yeah.
Oh, it like worked its way inside. Oh, it smelled awful.
Gross.
I had to like drive with the windows down for a few days.
Yeah. At least the weather's been fairly nice.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had a lot of rainy days lately too. Today it was bright and sunny, but now it's like overcast.
Yeah. It was like hot yesterday. Like spicy hot. It was really warm.
I think this is the calm before the storm. I think we're about to drop down low. How low can you go?
All the way. Can you go down low?
Can you go all the way to, I don't know the song.
All the way to the flow?
That's it.
Can you take it to the top?
Can you never stop?
There you go.
No, I stopped a long time ago. I grew to 6 feet and I was done.
Yeah. I also stopped a long time ago. I grew to 5'6" and I stopped.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a short little fuck.
Cringy.
Yeah. Why are you moaning? Or did someone flush the toilet?